Let's take a deep breath in. And exhale. One more time, deep breath in. And exhale. Great. Now let's have a seat. This is going to be a seated and a standing stretch. There are many reasons why you might need a seated and all standing stretch. Bring one arm across, drop the shoulder here. Perhaps you have bad joints. It's difficult to move. It's difficult to get up and down off the floor. I hear you, and I want to give you what you need on this channel. And if you are able to get up and down off the floor and you're doing this stretch, that's okay. This stretch is going to be good for you too, because this is a rest and recovery activity. And there's nothing wrong with being seated for some of it, right? You're on the floor for some of it, so why not be seated for some of it? Good. Let's take the palms up, thumbs back, drop your shoulders here, extend the arms. Really open up the chest. Feel it open up. As you feel like the stretch is more comfortable, you can push those thumbs back a little bit further. Squeezing the shoulder blades together here. We're going to do this a couple times. Now we're going to come forward. I'm going to turn, but you're not going to turn. You're just going to push forward. I just want to show you what I'm talking about. Rounding the back here. I'm dropping my head, coming across my shoulder blades, but I'm also coming up my back. And then turning the palms up, thumbs back again. Feel how this stretch is opening up that upper body. And forward, around the back, from the tailbone up to the base of the skull, and across the shoulder blades and shoulder to shoulder. One more time, thumbs back, because we want to do this stretch second behind that forward stretch, because that's a position, if you think about it, we're in a lot. We're driving, we're sitting at desks, we're working on computers, right? So we're rounding forward. So we want to counteract that. So we always want this stretch to come after a stretch where you're rounding the back. Good. Now roll your shoulders here. Loosen them up. Remember, these stretches and moves we will do more than once. Other direction. Especially shoulder rolls. The shoulder joint is the most complicated joint in your body. Let's bring an ear to a shoulder here. It's got more moving parts that really aren't attached to anything. If you think about your knee or your hip or your ankle, all those tendons and ligaments are really attached nice and tight, right? The shoulder, there's a lot floating around in there. So getting good movement in the shoulder is really important. Other side here with the neck. And then you're going to bring your head up. I want you to drop your head. Feel that stretch come up out of the neck, out of the shoulders. Let the head hang, let gravity pull. Don't hold your head up at all here. Now with your head down, you're going to look to the outside of a leg. Back down, keep it down here. We're not going right away. We want to let that side relax. And then look out to the other side. Notice if one side is tighter than the other. Surprisingly, it is often on your less dominant side. Head down and bring it up. Because as we use, and I'm left-handed, as we use one side, this side gets tense, right? So that's why it's often on the other side. All right, let's come on up. We're going to use our chair. You can hold the back of your chair, or you can hold the seat of your chair. If it's uncomfortable here, just put your hands up on the back. From here, we're going to round again, like we just did, only we're going a little deeper, rounding that back, rounding across the shoulder blades. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, you're reversing this. You're bringing your head up out of your neck and your neck up out of your shoulders, but you're not arching your head. You don't want to be looking up towards your ceiling. You just want to feel like it's pulling up out of the neck. Take a deep breath. Round again. One more time, deep breath. Exhale, and looking up. From here, we're coming to a flat back, and you're going to come all the way up. With or without your chair, as a bar for support. We're going to start with a nice big oblique lean. We're starting to get down the body here, side of the body. Feel that. Relax your head and neck. Good. And then bring the arm down. You're going to bring it behind, if you can, and grab your other elbow. And then we're going to lean towards our chair. Use your hand for balance if you need it. Back into that neck again. And up. Now the inside leg, you can step back, use your chair, bring up your front toe. This is the back of your leg. You can reach towards your toe. Impress me if you're flexible. Or if you're not like, and you're like me, you're up here or somewhere in between, right? That's okay. So long as you're feeling the back of the leg stretch, it really doesn't matter. Good. Take this leg, the front leg, you're going to cross it over. Now we're going to go a little deeper. Right here. Lean, reach, and feel how deep that gets. It's nice. Very good. All right. Stepping out as deep as you feel comfortable, okay? You can be here. So long as you rotate the hips down, you're going to feel the inner thigh stretch. You can go deeper. Go deeper with me. Breathe. This is a deep stretch on that inner thigh. If you're up here, you're still feeling that, right? You're taking the bend out. As long as you're driving the hip towards the ground, you're going to feel that inner thigh stretch there, and that's what we want. Good job. All right, let's bring it up. We're going to go to the other side. You don't have to even move your chair if you don't want to. I'm just turning it so you can see me. Reach up and over. And good. Wrap around, grab your elbow if you can. Lean, use your chair for balance if you need to. Stretching that neck, nice long neck stretch. As we repeat these exercises and stretches, you're going to feel yourself get more flexible. Let's bring the head up and step back. Front toe up. Reach for it. Work on the back of that leg. And then come on up out of that. You're going to cross your feet. Reach up and over. Really feel that deep hip stretch there. Good. And we'll step out. Putting the hip down towards the ground. You're going to get that inner thigh stretching. You can come deeper, sit back in this. Chair. If you are going to sit in it, you have two options. You can sit, or with me, hands on your knees, twist down. You can do this from a seated position. If you need to sit right now, that's okay. Shoulders down. Other side, shoulders down. Relax your neck. And again, switch. Go a little deeper if you can. Breathe. Great job, other side. And come to center. Just stay here and take a breath. And sit if you're not sitting. If you are sitting, you're just going to bring your feet at an angle forward. Leaning forward, push your knees out. Now your back is flat here. Hold on to the chair, heels forward. I want you to pull your toes towards your knees. Pull them. Lower leg, the calf, stretch. You should feel a little bit of upper hamstring as well. You stretch those hamstrings first because this is a hard move right here. And relax. Bring the feet up under you. We'll bring your right leg across your knee. Right? This is where we're going to go deep into that glute and bring that knee up wherever you can, wherever is comfortable for you. Drop it out. Hold this lower leg. Take your hand, a little bit of pressure here, and the key, relax that hip joint. You're probably fighting this. Let it relax. I can feel myself like I'm holding it tight, and I have to consciously say, release the hip. And if you can go deeper, go deeper. Find where you're getting the stretch in the outer leg and opening up that hip. Really good. All right, bringing that foot down. And the other leg, cross it over. Take the calf, bring this up wherever. It may be here. I mean, this may be where you're at. That's okay. Flexibility is a very individualized thing. It really is. All right, so we've got that foot up there. We're giving a little pressure, and we're relaxing the hip joint. For some reason, this glute, this side, is tight. I can feel that. Really good glute stretch. All right, and bringing the leg down. Just reach across. You want to get a stretch up the back here. You're bringing the arm across, using this leg, pushing on the arm to really come deep across the shoulder, down into the lat area of the back. It's the muscle that runs up and down your back. On either side of your spine, I should clarify that. All right, so other arm comes across, use this leg, push that arm out and resist with the arm a little bit. Bring the shoulder forward, relax the neck, feel the stretch. And bring it in, we're going to come forward. I want you to round your back here. Drop your hands, drop your head. Some nice deep cleansing breaths here. As you breathe, you may be able to go a little deeper in the stretch. I want you to think about your head being a bowling ball that's just being pulled to the ground. You're not holding it up at all. It's far too heavy to do that. Just let it be pulled. You're creating a traction in your back and in your neck here. Stay with me. Breathe. I want to let these vertebrae be open for a little bit of time here. Let blood flow through. That blood is bringing healing oxygen to sore joints and areas in your back. Good. While you stay down, you're going to bring your hands, put them on your knees, give yourself some support as you bring that head up. You may feel a little bit of dizziness there. Deep breath. Another deep breath. All right, so long as you're feeling that dizziness is past, you're going to lean over, grab your chair, use it to hold you and create that deep stretch up the side of the body again. Good. Let's come up the other side. Take a breath here. Lean it over, hold the chair, so that you can really, really get deep. Really nice. All right, let's bring it up. We will finish with a nice neck stretch. We're going to take a nice long time on this stretch. Dropping your shoulders. Bring your ear towards your shoulder. Find where, with a little bit of head movement, where you get that stretch. But you've got to relax the shoulders here. Breathe in this. Good. Bring the head up. Take a breath here. You want to let that muscle kind of relax before we head to the other side. And this is going to feel tight because in the beginning it's tighter than when you finish and come out of the stretch. I really feel this one. This is tight. And bring your head up. Wonderful job. Drop it down. Again, remember that it's a bowling ball. You can't possibly even try to hold it up. You're just going to let the neck open up. And let's look to one side of the thigh. Twist as far as you can to look out. Breathe through it. And back down, let it hang here. Then let's go to the other side. Deep stretch, feel it. Make sure you're dropping the shoulders. And drop your head. One more time, we're going to round forward. Open up across the shoulder blades. Think about tailbone all the way to the base of your neck is round. Deep breaths. You might be able to go a little deeper than you did the first time. Just like last time, putting the hands on the knees and the thighs so that you come up slowly. Keep the head down. Keep that head down. Remember the bowling ball. Let it hang. Let's do a couple breaths right here. One more deep breath in and out. Slowly bring your head up. Let's fill our lungs with oxygen. Ready? We're going to bring the arms up, but only to shoulder height because we don't want to crunch that neck. Ready? Exhale. One more time. Nice deep breath. And exhale. Nice job. I hope that you enjoyed that. And if you needed a chair in a seated stretch or a seated in a standing stretch, I hope that worked for you. And if you didn't, it's still a nice, enjoyable stretch. Please come back often. We've got a great program going here. This is January 2024 if you're watching in real time with us. And each Friday we will have a nice long stretch for you after a week of hard work. So I will see you next Monday, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend.